From the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, this is your afternoon weather update.
All right, we're going to have another beautiful day across the Tennessee Valley on this Sunday afternoon. Here's a look at your hourly forecast for the rest of today and headed through the evening hours. Mostly sunny out there, beautiful conditions with a lower humidity, and that's going to lead to temperatures warming up into the mid to upper 80s today in most spots, although a few folks over southern middle Tennessee may be closer to the lower 80s, especially in some of our cooler spots like near the Lawrenceburg Airport that usually runs a couple degrees cooler than the rest of the areas. We'll drop into the 70s this evening and then the 60s overnight, and I think we'll be in the low to mid 60s to start our Monday morning with mostly clear skies and lower humidity around. Here's a live look at the Arctic Air Skycam network going into the midday hours of the Sunday. And we're looking here in Lawrenceburg. This is from the water tower on the north side of town in front of the Walmart looking south. Back down North Locust Avenue, 78 degrees here. Notice the fair weather cumulus clouds, partly cloudy skies out there, dew point down to 66. It was in the upper 70s to near 80 a few days ago before the rain and thunderstorms moved out of the area. So definite improvement in the humidity department the past couple days. We'll slide down to the Shoals and look at the University of North Alabama in Florence, 82 degrees here. Dew point still a little muggy at 69. But not as bad as what it was back earlier in the week, so we'll definitely take it. Just fair weather cumulus clouds here, expecting to stay dry today, so don't let those cumulus clouds bubbling up fool you. Not expecting showers or thunderstorms to develop from those. Right now headed into the midday, 81 now at the airport in Lawrenceburg, 83 in Columbia, 80 in Hohenwald, 81 in Savannah, 80 for Athens, Alabama, and Iuka, Mississippi, 82 in the Shoals, and 79 still holding on there in Russellville in Franklin County, Northwest Alabama, 82. In Decatur on the banks of the Tennessee River. We'll look regionally at satellite and radar composite through the morning hours headed into the midday. And no showers or thunderstorms anywhere around once you work on the north side of this frontal boundary. All that's back down closer to the Gulf Coast, and it's going to stay that way through the rest of today. In fact, we don't have rain chances on the board through the next 7 days. I'll show you that here in just a moment. Futurecast this afternoon showing us partly cloudy to mostly sunny. Just these little streamers of fair weather cumulus clouds as we warm up through the 80s today. A few folks over in Northwest Alabama could be in the upper 80s, most of us in the mid 80s for daytime highs, falling back through the 70s into the 60s overnight. And starting our Monday, right around the mid 60s or so with mostly clear skies and staying partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we head into our Monday afternoon as we warm into the upper 80s and the lower 90s across the region. We will start to get the 90s back, but the rain chance is not in a big hurry to rush in here as we head through the week. Just partly cloudy skies. Humidity gradually starts to build deeper into the week as we get more of a southerly flow, but it's going to take a while to do that. So quiet this week. A welcome change from the stormy pattern that we had this past week, where we got several inches of rain across the area. Upper 80s, lower 90s for our Monday, after the mid to upper 80s today, and in the low to mid 90s for the rest of the week. No runaway heat. This is right around where we should be as we get into the latter part of July in the Tennessee Valley. Morning lows coming back into the upper 60s to near 70 as we head through the week. We are watching the tropics. We've had what became Hurricane Don over the weekend, now back to a tropical storm over the North Atlantic. It's moving away and will be weakening over the next 24 hours. Our next disturbance we're watching out about halfway between the Cabo Verde Islands and the Lesser Antilles, moving westward toward the Caribbean. However, I think it may have missed this opportunity over the weekend to jump up to a tropical depression. And since then, the National Hurricane Center has been lowering those development probabilities. It's now down to 40% for the next 7 days of becoming a tropical depression. It may have missed the boat because once it gets into the Caribbean, there's really strong wind shear there, and it's already fighting dry air. So looking less and less likely that this gets a chance to become Tropical Storm Emily in the days ahead. We'll watch it, but looking less likely as we go forward. Daytime highs in the mid to upper 80s today with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, and then headed into tonight, falling back toward the mid 60s, staying mostly clear as we head through the evening and the overnight. Here's your 7-day forecast. Upper 80s to near 90 for Monday, and in the lower 90s through the rest of the week. All the way through Saturday, mostly sunny skies, and then we start to warm up a bit as we head toward the latter part of next weekend into the week ahead, maybe back into the mid to upper 90s there. There's a look at your latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back later this evening with another check of your local weather.